Greetings, sports fans. ASMR Sports back at you. Today we're gonna finish Thomas's order from a few days ago. You may recall the first half of that order. In this half, we're gonna do a box of Optic basketball. Always exciting. Even more exciting is a box of 2021 Leaf. Trying to turn up the brightness here a little bit. Box of Leaf Trinity baseball, lots of prospects and autographs and patches in there. And then another box of 2021 Series 1 Topps. This is the last box I have of it. This was our clearance special. Sold out. And now I need to get around to doing another clearance special so I can continue making some room for all this stuff that I've been buying lately. I actually got an email today, which I haven't read, from my distributor. Take a quick peek at this. Let's see what I got here. Last time, I was pleasantly surprised. There was quite a bit of variety in it for so different things, and multiple boxes of one thing. Now, of course, the prices they're charging are not exactly competitive in a lot of cases, but in some cases they are competitive, like with that Select basketball. Interesting. Looks like I'm just looking at that order from my distributor. It looks like there's only one thing. It's a single box of Panini 1-in-1 basketball. I remember when I got that last year. I got 2 boxes of it last year, and I was kind of shocked at how much it sold for. I think those boxes back then they went for like $1,000. Of course, that was in a much frothier time, so I'm sure they'll be half that at least, or at least that little, I should say. They could be like 300, 400, but it's probably something I'll be able to sell for a profit. Looks like they're charging me, like with the fees and everything, it's like $240 for one of those boxes at wholesale pricing, distributor pricing. It's kind of funny. About like 3-4 months ago, I decided I just wasn't going to order anything from my distributor, and the only thing you can really order from them is just when they do restocks. They basically get a bunch of old products and then let you buy them at pricing that's about 1% less than blowout, which is about 30% less than you'd get on eBay for that stuff. So if you have if you're a dealer and you have a hobby shop and you get people in there that want to just spend a lot of money and don't really shop around, then maybe you can get rid of that stuff at the price you paid for it, or maybe a touch above stars and service. And if you can do that, then you're gonna probably buy a bunch of that stuff and get some solid allocation. And I guess that's kind of how the system is supposed to work, right? If you have a way to get rid of stuff for which there's very little profit, then you get rewarded with stuff for which there is profit. But I really can't get rid of stuff that I buy at blowout pricing. There's just no way. So I don't know. I just decided I was going to stop buying anything from these guys, and you know, imagine that I'd basically just get squeezed out. Although then the kind of complete total crash of the hobby happened, and I was thinking, oh, maybe they are actually not going to be, you know, so easily getting rid of every single product. And I guess that maybe slightly has happened, but not really completely yet. I mean, certainly it's getting, I think allocation is getting easier. But only slightly. You know, back when I first signed up with my distributor, that was like, God, when was that? I feel like it was 2019 probably. There's Andres Jimenez. That reminds me, one of our friends of the show asked me to dig up Andres Jimenez cards, and I did that, but I keep forgetting to show. Two solid rookies here, Jimenez and Madrigal and Caprillion. Okay, I was gonna say he's decent pitching, decent young pitcher, and he is okay, but he was like kind of a guy that the A's got off the Yankee scrap heap, and he was injured like with I think Tommy John for quite a few years. Wow, look at that album. Wow, look at that, 4 rookies in a row. Can we go 5? No. Album, nice rookie to have right now. I just checked the score. 2 hobby bios in a row. I just checked the score of the World Series Game 4. Or no, 5. Game 5, right? That's like 3-2. No, what the hell? Why am I having a stroke right now? This is game 5, and it's tied to, yes, okay, that's what it is. So whoever wins this is going to go back to Houston with the lead. And you got to believe that if it's not the Phillies, there's no effing way they're going to win, because you're not going to win two games on the road against Houston. So the game tonight is pretty big, and it was like the 7th inning, and the Astros were winning 2-1. Paul DeJong, rainbow foil. Brett Gardner. I guess he's officially retired. I don't know if it's official, but I would say he's pretty much, you know, pretty much officially retired at this point. Whole season of not playing, and you know, didn't seem to want to get signed by anybody else. I don't know if anybody was interested in Brett Gardner, but the Yankees were taking a pass as well. I think they should. Bobby Dahlbeck rookie, always nice. Platinum players, Mike Piazza, Austin Meadows, Mookie Betts. Not bad. There's our hit. Brandon Lowe jersey card. Let's leave that one up here. Nice 1986 design, my favorite, one of my favorites. So I guess that means we're probably not going to get an auto in this one. I think in the first box, yeah, that's what we got, the Whit Merrifield auto in that one. So an auto out of one of 2 boxes is not half bad. just so many rookies in this set because it was, you know, after the 2021 season when there was like relaxed rules on bringing up minor leaguers. So a lot of guys came up. Jake Bowers, Eloy Jimenez. Austin Riley, Gio Urshela, not with the Yankees anymore. Nate Pearson, oh, not bad. Very nice little pitching prospect. Parallel there, that's pretty sweet. Go ahead and sleeve that guy up. Very cool, very cool. That's a cool looking card. Let's leave that guy up. Mike Trout, little 70 years of tops, 1956, I think, design. Yeah, really nicely centered. No service issues. Yeah, pretty solid card. Definitely. In prior years might have been worth grading, but these days, yeah, not much is worth grading. It's like a base card. Speaking of which, I probably am gonna try to put together an order of grading from PSA relatively soon, so I think I'll probably do a video where I go through, you know, the cards in my grading pile and you know, sort of try to decide what's worth sending in and what's not, based on, like, you know, comps. I think right now the turnaround time on bulk orders, which is what I plan to do, is I think they say 120 days, which is 4 months. I'll actually be shocked if it comes back that quickly. But Christian Boucher is a nice rookie. Garcia, once upon a time, was not a bad prospect. I think he actually is doing fairly decent too in the bigs. Ooh, what's this? Just it's a gold. And look at that, it's Luis Garcia. Speak of the devil. Alright, let's get that sleeved up so we're actually getting some pretty decent cards here out of this one. The last couple boxes I feel like have not been super great, although we did get that patch for a hit, which wasn't that great, but this is looking pretty nice. Maybe a surface thing, or a edge thing on the left there, a little bit of a rough cut, but otherwise that looks pretty nice. Yeah, I have to say, none of the parallels that we've pulled, any of the boxes that I've opened of this stuff, you know, seem to be of good, you know, good rookies, which is kind of well. I guess it's not that surprising because it's still a big, you know, set, but still there's so many rookies. So many good rookies you'd love to have a parallel of. Oh, here is this weird thing where it looks like there's like a roller mark across there. That's showed up in that other box too. Look at this history of Topps. That's kind of neat. I'd be interested to see what the other cards in that history of Topps set are like. As a fan of the sports card kind of, history, I guess. I think stuff like that's pretty interesting. I like reading books about the hobby, but there are very few of those. One of the best ones is about like Upper Deck, and it kind of goes through their founding, but it starts with basically the beginning of the sports card industry, back in the 50s basically. Of course there were tobacco cards and candy cards and stuff like that before Topps did it in 1951 thereabouts. But and Bowman was all the way back in 1948 is when they started. So those two companies were the first really companies that focused on making baseball cards and distributing it with gum. Anyway, so they talk about that, and then the history of like how there was a lawsuit like in the 80s where Topps went after Fleer for including gum, and Donruss for including gum in their products, because the licenses that Topps had were like supposed to be exclusive as far as distributing things with gum. Strangely enough, and I actually wow, that's my stomach. Wow, it is really hungry or digesting or unhappy or something. But I was gonna say, as a collector of unopened products, including packs. Boy, you're still getting these roller mark kind of weird surface things with this. Jeez. Luckily it hasn't really affected. Oh man, I say that and we get a parallel. Well, the parallels have not really been affected, but this is Jake Odorizzi, who's not really worth anything. So I think the parallels are generally, they're not printed with the cards around them. They're sort of printed separately and then inserted within the base cards in the pack, so they, are not likely to suffer from print defects that affect like an entire sheet of cards when they're printed, which I think is what happened here. Oh yeah, so as a collector of unopened stuff, going back to the 60s and 70s, gum kind of ruins everything. Kiva Ruiz is not bad. Randall Castle is good. And then more of these roller marks here on these cards. Oh, that's a cool one. Bryce Harper, another 70 Topps. 70 years of Topps parallel, and that one's looking good on the surface too, so good to know. But yeah, gum is kind of the, biggest enemy of old unopened cards. Obviously it can really go south if it gets exposed to, a moist environment. So if something's stored down in a high humidity area of the country, it can really wreak havoc. But also with like packs of cards, which is what I've been collecting a lot of lately. The gum sort of, it shifts around, and then when a pack gets shipped across the country, the gum can, if it's sliding around, it can poke a hole in the wrapper, and then you'll have lots of little holes around the edge of the wrapper. This seems to happen, especially with graded packs, just because, they're in a very hard case, and if that case is not, sort of well insulated with nice home run derby card, now expired, of course, of Raffy Devers. But if the graded packs are not kind of wrapped in a lot of bubble wrap, and to a number on the pack, and I've gotten quite a few packs with gum, like little piercings in the wrapper inside of a PSA case that were not there when they graded it, because that would not be, you know, anything higher than probably like a PSA 5 or something. So, yeah, gum is the, you know, is the enemy right now. And I wish there would have been more stuff from, you know, the early days without gum. But unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I collect is Tops, and they just put gum in every dang thing. That was their thing. It's a star. It's numbered to 199. It's Charlie Blackmon. Not bad. Not bad. We're getting some decent players, at least for the parallels out of this box. Rookies or, you know, star players like Blackmon. So, pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen one of these. Red. I don't know what they would call them. But a cool card. Packs to go. I think we'll do the Leaf base, the Trinity. And then the Optic Basketball, how about that? Joey Bart, another one of the good rookies. Yeah, I mean, and Dylan Carlson, another great rookie out of here. I'd love to have some parallels of those guys. Well, there you go. There was that final box of Topps 2021 Flagship Series 1. Some nice parallels out of there. I feel like we got more parallels out of here. A couple of golds, and that numbered red are pretty good. We have not gotten that many parallels out of other boxes. Lots of cards to ship off to Thomas, and we have our silver pack here. Let's get in that. Just got the base, I think, so far of every silver pack that's been opened on one of these videos. So it'd be great to get a parallel. rookie card, not bad, not bad. And Mike Trout, very nice. So some good star power and one of the better rookies in this product coming out of the silver packs. Very nice. Okay, pretty good. Let's get into some Leaf Trinity, shall we? Yeah, those hobby boxes of top certainly do take some time to get through. That's 26 minutes right on the button that we finished that one. But I know there's a lot of people that really appreciate the older boxes, or I'm sorry, the longer videos. I don't know why I said older boxes, but yeah, the long videos are kind of their own special sort of content, and I know a lot of people, you know, really like longer ones. I guess they just maybe can't, you know, find themselves rested or sleepy by, you know, a shorter amount of time. So, you know, longer ones, which, you know, I'd love to do, but I just often don't have the content for it. I could sit and babble for 30 minutes every time, but I'm not sure anybody would want to expose themselves to such a thing, so I just sort of go until the content is done. Now, some of these guys I'm sure I'm going to have to look up because I'm just not super familiar with a lot of the, you know, guys in this class. So I'm going to leave that sealed on the other side and just kind of pop this bad boy off here. Boy, they don't make this easy, do they? There we go. Okay, there we go. A little leverage there is what we needed. Beautiful. Now it's just going to come right off, no problem. Excellent. Then I can kind of keep that case right on there, the top of that case. Alright guys, let's do this. I think I'm going to do like they do on a lot of break videos and kind of take this little card here and sort of put it there so we can pull off one card at a time. Alright, and I am going to kind of get up my browser here, if you don't mind. Okay. So Roberto Campos is our first guy, and it's one of these clear acetate cards. It's numbered to 99. Sticker auto. Nothing particularly fancy about that one. Trying to find some information on him. So he's in the Tigers organization. Single A. 2022, he had 5 home runs and 403 at-bats, OPS of 711. So, you know, not terrible start to his career there. But, yeah, it doesn't really say, like, anything about his draft status. So I'm not sure where he ranks in the Tigers organization, but actually I kind of want to look at that up here. Oops. He's only 19 years old. Can you imagine? So he was signed as a free agent in 2019. God, he must have been like 16 years old, so it looks like it's probably an international signing, I think is what that means. Okay. Next up. Okay, pretty good. There's a name I recognize. Aurelvis Martinez, I think, was 2019, and he was actually one of the, you know, better guys in his draft class, or in his class. I don't know if he was a free agent or part of the amateur draft. But Let's see what he's up to these days. Looks like I'm just gonna move this mic over a little bit so I can speak right into it while I. Oh man, I wish I could move this light. I don't think it's gonna let me. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh wow, I had 30 home runs in only 433 at bats in 2022. So he's with AA, so he's moving right on up. Moving right on up. Wow, and he had 28 home runs in 2021. And only 395 at bats, so this guy's got some power. Yeah, pretty solid. Nice. Not sure who, well, let's see. He's shortstop. Who do the Blue Jays have at shortstop? That's not, Bo Bichette, is it? It's Bo Bichette at first up. I'm surprised I don't know that, but I mostly pay attention to his bat. Yeah, he's there, so I don't know if Pharrell is going to be sticking around too long. Okay. Joe Mack, number 299. This is a pretty nice looking card. Still a sticker. I think maybe all of these are stickers, but Joe Mack. Not heard of him. I don't think he's one of the better prospects in this class, but I'll look him up. Oh, I stand corrected. He was drafted in the first round in 2021, so 31st overall pick, so pretty solid. Let's see how he's done. 2022, he had 148 at bats, and 768 OPS. So he's still an A-ball, pretty young player still, very early, but nothing too crazy in his stats. I guess I've decided I'm not putting these back in that case because I was leaving these up instead. Alright, now we got some thick guys, so these are going to be really nice patch auto cards, I believe. Okay, Matt McLean. Number 25, a nice little button. Uniform. Patch, very cool. Matt McLean, let's look him up, shall we? Do you have my thick Beckett Shield sleeves here? Alright, he's 23 years old. Let's see, he's in AA, right? As of 2022, he had 371 at-bats, 17 home runs, and an 816 OPS. Oh, wow. He was 17th overall pick in 2021, so that's actually a really nice hit for the Cincinnati Reds. So another first rounder, and in fact the 17th pick of the draft in 2021, which is pretty dang nice to have an auto patch of somebody meeting that description. So very cool card right there. Alright, next up, looks like it's a Dodger maybe. Yeah. Wow, that's a pretty dang nice looking patch there. Sweet little Dodgers section. Jose Ramos, I believe I've heard of him. I think he's pretty solid, but let's just check it out. Alright. It's funny, apparently there was a politician named Jose Ramos Horta, and that's who comes up from Wikipedia. I think he was why doesn't it say what his team was? Well, whatever. Let's see. It doesn't say anything about his draft. Weird. Or his signing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Can't really tell. But anyway, guess he was with the Dodgers. 2022, he played in A-ball, and then got promoted to A+. OPS of 818. He had 25 home runs, so guy's got some pop. So yeah, pretty solid player it looks like, and the card is just ridiculous with that patch. Really cool. Okay, last card is just another one of these acetate cards. Brady House, number 299. Let's see what Brady House is up to. Alright, so he's with the Nationals, and he was Jiminy Crickets. He was the 11th overall pick in 2021, so we got like 3 first-rounders in this box, which is pretty nuts. I mean, and then Aurelvis Martinez, which is really good. International, you know, signed player. So, I mean, I don't know. This product is looking, you know, pretty dang good from my view. You know, of course, these cards are not going to be worth nearly as much as like Bowman autos, but you know, they're pretty dang cool with like patches like this. And just the number of like top guys you get, you know, there's no pitchers, there's no like total garbage players in here. It's all like super dang good. So I really like this Trinity stuff. You know, again, it's not, you're not gonna probably get your money back guaranteed by any stretch, but you know, you'll get some pretty dang cool cards that certainly may appreciate, because they're all, you know, young prospect type guys. Okay, so let's move on to the last thing here so I can get this sucker posted, which is another box of Optic. Boy, I saw Optic like hanger packs, cello packs they call at Target, and they appear to be in stock, and maybe for quite some time, but I was kind of excited to find those. Those have blue laser parallels, and I don't know if I don't think I've ever gotten Optic in that format, so I've never gotten any blue laser parallels except, you know, cards I've bought singles of. So I'm excited to get those and open them, and if you want to pick some up, head on over to the Target website, grab those, why don't you? In the meantime, let's do some Optic. Alright, I feel like these are pretty solid, thick wrappers, so I'm going to use the scissors. Okay, Lonzo Ball, now with the Bulls. Davian Mitchell, rated rookie with the Kings. Miles Turner, looks like a parallel. Charles Barkley, 75 years of the NBA, very nice. And Wendell Carter Jr. now with the Magic, formerly with the Bulls. Guess I'll leave him. Nice. Evan Mobley, one of the top rookies in this class. Christian Wood, now doing work for the Mavericks. And our purple is Eric Bledsoe. Not so great, but Young is my house base. There's my boy, Luka Doncic, Jared Butler. Sorry, how dare I put him in the comments, but how dare Jared Butler. trying to think, we haven't pulled any autographs out of this stuff yet, have we? I don't know how frequently they're. I guess they're kind of one every like 6-7 boxes or something like that. Pretty rare. Ricky Rubio. Boone's Highland. Bogdanovich. Duncan Robinson, and a hollow rookie there. Herbert Jones. I don't know anything about him, but I do know it's a rookie hollow, and that's not a bad thing. Nikola Vukovic, Brandon Boston Jr., great rookie. Kemba Walker, Kelly Olynyk, and oh nice, a purple insert. Shaq. Cole Anthony. I wonder how he's doing this year. I got a handful of decent cards of him. He was the guy that I kept pulling out of 2020 products. Every year I pull like a lot of the same guy. Actually, I don't know who I'm pulling this year, and I don't know if I really opened much for myself, but I don't know. It might be like Jalen Green or something. Pulled a few Jalen Greens, but you know, no parallels or anything crazy. And a nice insert of LeBron there. So, all right. Well, that's everything. Appreciate you guys watching. Let's leave these up real quick, and then I'm gonna get this sucker posted, so you all can relax and enjoy. There you have it, folks. One box of Optic Basketball Blaster. Okay.